Good afternoon, everyone. This is Matt over at MilestoneCapitalGrowthPortfolio.com. Today is Thursday, May 29th. Well, another amazing day in the chat room. I mean, it was just out of control. A couple, yesterday we had the 100%, 70%, 80%, and then the day before, a couple 100%. So, today we had CTC 77%, ASTC 100%, XGTI over 100% from the last 2 days. So, live chat is out of control. Never mind the options. I think averaged probably about 1,300% on Apple options. The calls on other things, and it's just amazing. So get into live chat with us. It's a blast. There's 50 of us, and these guys are absolutely amazing, and girls. Absolutely amazing at what they do. It's a great time. So, all right, let's take a look at the Dow. We're going to do the Dow. We're going to take a look at Apple, SPY, and a couple of winners that we just took off the table from the options portfolio and reverse the trade. So let's look at the Dow. All right, so the Dow had this double top we were talking about yesterday. If we came down, then we hit the middle Bollinger Band. We didn't come down, we came up. Light volume, very light volume, pushed it a little bit higher. So there's really nobody around trading. They just want the market to go higher, and it's going higher. So we're going to hit this top right here. That'll be next. That'll be tomorrow, and that could possibly be the end of the move to the upside, but we shall see. I think we can come down into this area next. When we hit our head in this resistance. A lot of stuff's starting to get overbought out there if you take a look at some of the charts, but we'll have to wait and find out what's going to happen next. So take a look at SPY, the S&P 500. Yeah, of course, just rocking and rolling. And, like I said, I'm going to follow this trend line, and it's working. We're on our way to the 200. We'll have to see what happens tomorrow. If we can move higher and move higher next week, or if we're going to get a nice little pullback. But relative strength index only at 68, so we definitely have more room for the upside. So remember, we have this nice gap right here that has to get filled, and this will act as support if any dip happens for the S&P 500. So any move to the downside will be this gap fill and then back up again, probably to this 200 area. Unless we roll over. I mean, GDP was bad, but nothing matters. The market just keeps going up. I guess that's more money coming in. All right, let's take a look at Apple. Apple, for our chat room, we started over here with calls for June. For the whole thing, and it's pretty much been out of control since then. So members are still holding and going for the gusto here. This 700 is coming. We have the gap here that's going to get filled. I've been saying it since way back at way back in this area to get leaps, and it's really paying off. It's not broken. It just reversed trade, had the double bottom here, reversed, and then rode the 200 on every pullback. So it wasn't a broken trade all the way through, and we're coming all the way back to 700. If you were with us back here, we called this top over here, and we went down for the gap to get filled. And if you pull this in more of a time frame, you can see that. So we've been on Apple for quite some time, and it's been an outstanding trade. A lot of stuff's coming up for Apple too, with the Divi new products and so on and so forth. So expect this thing to finish off this 700 and then go from there. But yep, we're going places. So good job on Apple. It's made a lot of people very, very rich. One member today over $50,000. So congratulations to that person. Good wins on small investments. All right, DUST, that was in the options portfolio for the upside. If you're not a member, you haven't seen it, but we caught it. We started it when I started the options portfolio, probably right around 22. We set the price, we set the target, we set everything. Came up, filled our gap target that we projected. We wanted to come up and hit the 200-day moving average, but it was close enough, and we called sell today with 236% gain, and reversed it to the put side. So we're already green on that trade also. So this should act as support. So we're just going for a flip here with DUST, but right now we'll have to see what happens. We've got a nice little gap right here. We'd like to get back to the 26 area and then buy calls for the long side again. We'll just have to play this as we're playing it. So as a member, you will get this information updated on the forum, in the chat room, and on the options portfolio page. All the 10 options are there with strike prices and everything else. Okay, XON is our other one. XON has been doing fantastic, broke the 50-day moving average, and we also called an exit today on this break. And then it came back down a little bit. Got some looking at some puts. It's outside the Bollinger Band, but we do think it's going to come up a little bit higher. But we're up 197% on that, so we took the profits on that one and said you can either reverse it or hold it, and we put the numbers down that were most important. All right, so that's about it for this video. Members, we have some amazing charts for tonight, so make sure you check those out. Great option setups and much more. But we have about 6 or 7 charts that'll really gonna set your account on fire again. All right, this is Matt over at MilestoneCapitalGrowthPortfolio.com. Remember, if you're not a member, it's only $500 for a lifetime. That will be changing in 2 weeks, so it will be 6 months, and you'll have an option to buy. There's 4 different options at that point. So we are changing things. We are new. We opened in January, but we are growing very, very fast, and we need to make the adjustments to accommodate all the development that we have going on. All right, everyone, have yourself a great night. This is Matt over at MilestoneCapitalGrowthPortfolio.com.